Picture your family in a hospital hallway. A doctor is asking them to make a decision about your health care, and you cannot speak for yourself. They're frightened, they're grieving, and they are guessing. Maybe they disagree with one another about what you want. An advanced healthcare directive spares them that moment. It puts your wishes in writing, in your own words, ahead of time. I am Asthana at Southern Estate Lawyers, and we help Alabama families put all these protections in place. Let me walk you through what you need to know. In Alabama, the advanced directive really has two parts. The first is a living will. This pertains to if you become terminally ill or permanently unconscious. The second is a healthcare proxy. That's where you name a person that you trust to make medical decisions for you when you cannot. One spells out your wishes and the other names who speaks for you, and together they make a complete plan. Here's what most people don't realize. If you don't have a directive, Alabama law will still pick someone who decides for you. The law sets an order, usually your spouse, and then your adult children, then a parent, then a sibling, and on down the line. That might be the right person, or it might not be. And even if it is, they will be making those healthcare decisions blind, with no written guidance from you about what you actually want. A directive takes that decision out of a default list and puts it in your own hands. So what can you actually decide in advance? Whether you want to be kept on a ventilator, whether you would like a feeding tube for nutrition and fluids. One Alabama detail matters here. Artificial nutrition and hydration can only be withheld if your directive specifically says so. If the document is silent, the law assumes that you want it to continue. That's the exact kind of detail that a generic form gets wrong. Choosing your proxy is the most personal part of this. The best proxy is not necessarily your oldest child or your best friend. It's the person who will honor your wishes, even the hard ones, instead of substituting their own. Someone that is calm enough to stand firm under pressure from a hospital or from family. And please, actually talk to that person first. Don't let the appointment be a surprise that they discover in a crisis. To be valid in Alabama, a directive has to have specific requirements. You must be at least 19 and of sound mind. You sign it, and two adult witnesses sign it as well. And here's a point that people often get wrong. Alabama does not require a notary for an advanced directive. What it does require are the right witnesses. Your witnesses cannot be your proxy, cannot be related to you, and cannot be anyone who would inherit from you or who is responsible for paying your medical bills. If the witness is wrong, and your whole document could fail. A lot of people hesitate because they think that they're giving up control, but you're not. As long as you can speak for yourself, you remain in charge, period. The directive only takes over when your doctor determines you no longer understand or can direct your care, and two physicians confirm that you're terminally ill or permanently unconscious. And you can change your directive anytime you want, as long as you have capacity. One quick clarification, because people do mix this up. An advanced directive covers medical decisions. A financial power of attorney covers your money, your property. These are two different documents, and most complete plans include both. If incapacity is a concern, you usually want the pair. As Southern Estate Lawyers, we make this simple. We start with a free consultation to understand your wishes and your family. We prepare a directive that meets the Alabama requirements and witnessed correctly so that it holds up when needed. We help you think through the hard questions before it becomes urgent. And we make sure that your proxy understands the role they will play. And we will fit it into your larger plan, alongside your will, your trust, your power of attorney, and anything else that you may need. We have offices in Mobile, Foley, and Birmingham. And we offer phone and video consultations as well. The greatest gift of an advanced directive is that your family never has to guess what you would have wanted. You have already told them. Call Southern Estate Lawyers to schedule your free consultation. Let's make sure that your voice is heard even if you cannot speak. We look forward to working for you.